So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A first down carry for Barkley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. Pushing it, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 31 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. It's caught outright by Graham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's San Antonio.
Let's go! Number 1. Show that bench release to go.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run it with McCoy. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go with McCoy. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. LaShawn McCoy taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Showing some grits and some guts going for it there. 4th and goal, pounding it in.
And being rewarded for that confidence in the team, huh? The coach saying, let's go ahead and get this. And how about the guys up front firing out, finding a little bit of a crack for them to get through? Touchdown. I love it.
And now back out comes the offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yard your D for that. They got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Again, it's Barkley. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hold, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. A second down throw for Prescott. And Olsen over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Prescott off play action. It's caught left side by Cooks. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
46. Gun. 26.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey from 6 yards away. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he lost the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
This is what I got to play against, bro. Goodness gracious. This is what I got to play against. Like, this is what I have to play against.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Awful. He just got a free freaking 10-point lead.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt.
Terrible.
And Walsh able to convert it as an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game.
It really made me.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half,
like, this
too.
Is not
and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Dude, users the safety, bro.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the Shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's going to have a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Glover Quinn there on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. On third down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Wide open.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Goodness gracious, yeah.
2nd down, Prescott. Man open, that's
I can't get one fumble, bro.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
I can't get no saves. I can't get nothing.
First target, first catch, and a
I can't
first
get nothing
down.
on my way.
First down, Prescott. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
This is so bad, bro. I can't get no pressure.
No pressure. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it.
And we're back now in Charlotte as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams.
No fumble. He has a Ricky Williams in the game. He just hit this by 90 power rate.
Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Make no sense.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Over the middle, and it's
I'm getting no
incomplete.
pressure. Look at my
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
With a way better O-line than him do that.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10.
Still all day. Still all day. Still all day. Watch him get this.
And that is
Still
incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
It's okay.
That looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring
Going right at my knee.
because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Makes no sense at all.
The toss out to Barkley.
They get
this one down to the 28, and that's all. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now Prescott.
Unbelievable, that. Look how much time he has, bro. Oh, I'm not meant to win this game, man. That is just so bad. This dude gets all freaking day. All day in the pocket. I get no time. My O-line is way better than his. But okay. They just had to make me lose one. Can't have one perfect season, man. So bad. So freaking bad. Dude has all day. When I have Bosa, I have powered up Casey, I have powered up Linval. I got a whole Clay Matthews. Still can't do nothing.
Again, everyone, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now a first down throw for Young. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Young on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by T.O. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. There he goes, right side. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. First and 10, Young. He will find T.O. on the left side complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Young now from the 50. Throw left side complete to Moss. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys, oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Dancing loose. Now been hit, and he lost the
they got to
football.
take that
It's
animation
loose.
out the game,
And the
too.
Giants have it.
Guys
It's
just
picked up.
completely
And a
unreal
good
because I just don't see
turnover there as
anybody
his
coming
guys
in
will
that
get the
situation.
football back.
Ever.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
Exactly. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Here's Steve Young on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he's got him there, and it's T.O. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Under pressure here,
Oh,
and down he
I get
goes.
pressure versus someone with a way better
Back at
team.
about the 43-yard line. Joey Bosa. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Young on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Moss. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Alright, so drag route specialist we got here.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it with Davis. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger.
See, look at that.
Gets home as down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
I can't see this play. I think I'm going to run right into Michael Strahan if I teach this play.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger.
Another screen there.
And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you execute
watch me try to run this play. Watch how fast I
really
get
well
sacked.
and give them a chance to let it develop a
Watch
little
how
bit,
fast I get sacked.
you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And
on 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it.
Terrible.
He will. So no sack. He gets back to the line.
He just ran in gauge 8.
Still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Let's go, let's go.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
I just don't have no time to do anything.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception, Young. This is complete to Jordan Reed. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. A 1st down throw for
He's
Young.
just not going to stop running the same thing. He's just going to run the same thing over
It's complete to
and
Reed.
over again.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Young now.
Throws it right at my user.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. A 1st down carry for Davis. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Here's Steve Young. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Let the crowd go. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though.
Thank you, Doctor.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
My dude is out here running engage 8, though.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Every time I snap the ball, I think my controller vibrate.
Maybe a free play now for Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Let's go now.
To throw again is Roethlisberger.
I got a touchdown.
Fire one deep over the middle. It got his man. Complete.
Come on, them Jets. Come on, them Jets.
And all the way down to the 26. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Ben to throw again.
Dang it, time ran out.
Incomplete. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. Fielded about a yard deep.
I'm on the way to go home now. I'm good.
So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
He's blitzing that the slot corner over there.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he can't get away from the pressure, the Giants get there.
My man's just running cover 3. I promise you he doesn't know what he's doing. He's just sitting cover 3. No adjustments, just stop cover 3. And hoping the D-line gets pressure, which it is. Shit, I'd run it too if I had a team like that. That don't make no sense.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on
DB
4th and 8. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger.
Look at...
And they will not
I got a
be
wide
able
open
to
Jimmy
hook up
Graham and
there.
look what
It's
big Ben does.
incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis.
He just fumbled and picked it back up because that's the way my luck is.
That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Young. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss.
I just don't
and down
understand
inside
that.
the 15, shy of the 10. They call
Where did
his
my
number
slide
again. It's
go?
his 6th catch and a first down. Young now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Davis. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Steve Young. Toward the pylon, caught. Now the ball comes loose. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll run with a fullback. Juszczyk.
He got in there.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it. 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. That would give to the big fullback, Juszczyk.
I'm not getting any chance with Linval Justice and Jarrell Casey.
Giants. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Insane. She did up the house.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And he'll check this one down in the corner. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play. If you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw here, Roethlisberger.
Damn, I got somebody wide open here. That's my fault.
Over the middle, complete. That's McCoy. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs.
That's crazy. They really don't make you do anything.
6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now Roethlisberger.
Throw the ball away.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic. And Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel
if I don't get this
good
1st down,
about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Here's Roethlisberger. That's caught at the 2. And he will take it in for the touchdown. LaShawn McCoy from 3 yards out. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here.
Oh, wow, he fumbled.
This will be scooped up by the defense. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
That's what it is, bro.
I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity,
I know he about to come up fair about me.
and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taking it.
Dang, I had a touchdown, too.
He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Roethlisberger going to throw it.
What am I doing?
It's intercepted.
Seriously, what am I doing? I got people
These
wide
guys are
open.
going to take over at the 31-yard line.
I probably lose this game. It's my fault.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
I'm literally
All
trying
you
to get
talk
this
about
people
is
down.
taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when
No
you're
reaction.
in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter
No
what
reaction.
point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Young now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Hard flat.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
That's my fault.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning...
Now this is why I get so upset when I don't get pressure. Powered up level. .88 shed, 82 power move, 90 strength. Power up Jarrell Casey. 86 shed, 88 power move. .88 shed, 90 hit power. I don't think he has the best shed, but still. 73 shed. This is just a good user, right? He's the biggest fucking general, so he's gonna shed regardless. Michael Bennett. He plays really good usually. 81 shed, 82 power. And yet I can't get one shed. Oh yeah, Joey Bosa too. Now, he doesn't have the best shed, but he plays way better than his stats say. So 91 finesse, 87 power move. No sheds. Oh yeah, this is also a pass rusher for me. 80 strength, yeah, kind of weak. 84 shed, 84 power move. No sheds for me. But yeah, this is the defense. I want to power up some more people, but I ain't got no points, no training points. I was gonna power up with Nigel Bradham maybe, because I don't use him enough. Maybe like Nigel Bradham and Big Ben, since he's so bad. But I think I'm just get rid of Big Ben and get another quarterback. I'm waiting for him to get his card on Monday, so I can get that, and then I can start running the ball more. Oh yeah, I was trying to power up Boy A too. He probably hit 91 zone if I power him up. Actually, let me go see. '89 zone, but he's like faster, I believe. Yeah, 83 speed. I think that's the same speed, but a lot better stats. Man got 40 hit power. God. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that right now. Then I was gonna do Nigel Bradham. Where is he at? That's 80 speed when he's powered up. He's better. His block shot is terrible. He's like 6'2", so he probably plays better than what it says. Yeah, his block shot is terrible. His whole run defense is terrible. Alright, I'm gonna play one more. One string. Then I'm gonna just get back to solos. Get some coins or something.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Mayfield on first down. Open here, Adam Thielen.
I don't know why they'd be out of position
Get
like
this
that.
one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
He caught that.
This is caught by
He caught that.
And he gets this one all the way
Here's
down
what I gotta do
inside
with
the 20-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, This is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
5 wide verticals.
I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
No shed.
It's Gurley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
On 1st and goal, Gurley.
No sheds again. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Todd Gurley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Jackson, let's go.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And that's complete to Cooks. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Maybe a 4th.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger.
Watch him get pressure off this one dude right here. Ooh, look at that playmaker.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Roethlisberger. He finds McCoy. And this will be a touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Madden legends with the extra point can tie this football game. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Let's go. Green.
second down. Mayfield flush to his right. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. It's complete to Brown.
He ain't gonna stop with this.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Mexico City football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. A first down throw for Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10.
I literally have it on play because he just caught that. Man, this game is weird.
A really good
Seriously, they got
28
this is bad. You know, I'm just gonna put him in the middle third. Put it on that. There we go. See what happens here. I got it on play to stick.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
I think he keeped it, too. Yeah, that was wide open. Let me just bring him down. Bring him down.
Mayfield now on second down. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this
once again, yeah, bails him out.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game.
Again,
and they reacted poorly on that one.
Back there, Philly, here we go.
I trust my defense. I trust it. I trust it. You stuff this run. You stuff this run.
Great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I just want to say.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit.
He's going to cut outside. There goes Mike Sheds like
he
it's
gets
supposed
halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. All right, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
Nah, I should have seen that coming. You need to let me get back to
for a touchdown.
I'm trying to get back to where I was. So I
with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out now come the Legends, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Let me see if this is still works. Sometimes it works.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger.
Okay, I got time. Got a field square. There it goes.
Oh, he's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first
Please
down.
don't get hit.
And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Being chased out left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Waiting for the back post, waiting for the back post, waiting for the back.
And he'll be hit as he releases
Alright, Bosa said, forget your back post.
Incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
I do get ball I have, so.
Here's McCoy.
I score.
And he will have a touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Madden legends with the extra point can tie this football game. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return.
What's up, Black?
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Leopard! No, Jack, Patriot!
All I'm asking for is my subs. All I'm asking for is my subs. Okay.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the gun, Mayfield.
Got his right route.
Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah,
that is not a good read.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And I'm going to get a field goal before half.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
My boy Casey Hayward going crazy. Ooh, this might be a cover 2.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger.
I'll take my drive.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a 1st down. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So 2 quarters down. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this 2nd half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Madden legends heading back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down,
so this is what he's doing now.
Eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down.
Oh, I had my freaking out.
Turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first
half.
But I'll bet you.
Hitting the post route. Give me time to hit the post route.
And said, let's get him involved because he could be a big time play.
And this is on the board. It's 6. A touchdown. DJ.
Oh my gosh. What a dot. That's a good way to end the stream right there. Oh my gosh.